Can you dig it? It's the controversial duo on the mic. Pedge Tattoos and Marco bring you the Mood Lounge Show.
Hey, welcome to the Mood Lounge Show. I'm your host once again, Pedge Tattoos.
And I'm your co-host once again, Marco with a K.
Took also a nice full rested week from the gym. Yeah, we didn't train with our partner. Just need a little recoup time. So, also, if you see me and Marco leaning up a little bit, this is our lean season. We don't lean up during the summer because it's Africa hot here in Florida, so there's no reason to.
Truth.
Yeah, so we kind of bulk up and look a little more muscular, but during the winter, we kind of like we don't go as heavy, and we just look leaner. So if you notice my size like shrinking, tell me in the comments you're shrinking too much, so that I know. But we got to see Deadpool and Wolverine
And Friend.
Yeah,
which was that funny story. That's actually what it was supposed to be
tell
called.
us about that, Marco, because I didn't even know. He was like telling me, because we went twice.
Yeah.
We seen it the 1 week, and then we seen it the following week with my fiance and my stepdaughter. So it was even better the second fucking time. Yeah. So Marco hips me in the middle because we were like, we know where the boring scenes are going to be. So not that there was much boring of it at all, but Marco hit me to this little bit of information he's going to drop.
Yeah. So originally, Ryan Reynolds, he wanted to call it Deadpool and Friend, which would have been fucking funny as fuck.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know who didn't like it, but according to him, people didn't like it when it leaked because it leaked on accident.
Sure.
Yeah. But he was actually behind the original Deadpool leak for the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he actually, because him and Jackman now, they've been doing a bunch of shit. Like, they're hanging out now.
I seen.
Stuff.
Yeah.
So they hooked him up to a polygraph. And they actually asked him about it. Yeah, so, like, he did a polygraph thing. And, like, he's doing his normal Ryan Reynolds shit where he's like, oh, damn, I don't know about this thing. Like, this must have been years ago. And then he tells you exactly, like, he just had it done yesterday. You know what I mean?
Cool.
Like, they asked him, like, a bunch of stuff. Like, he ran in this marathon or whatever. Yeah. They asked him his time. You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that.
Just, like, stupid shit.
And
like,
you see the polygraph going, like, stressed out.
I think I've seen a little bit of that because I remember him saying something. He goes, whatever he said, 20 minutes 5, and they were like
3 hours 52 minutes.
Yeah, and they were
just
like,
where he was sitting there like, gosh, man, you think I'm gonna remember that? I don't know my time. 3 hours 52 minutes. Like, right after, I'm like, what? Like, bro.
Yeah, it was funny. I think I did see that because it's starting to.
Yeah.
Sort of like little fireflies in my brain are coming to life.
Oh yeah, that Prevagen's working.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, honestly, like it's been keeping me a little bit.
Fucking 3 months.
No, I've been taking it for about a month about a month and a half. I've been taking it. It's been like it's coming more easier in my brain. Like what I want to say, it doesn't like it's here somewhere. It just doesn't want to come out on the tongue, So, and it is what it is, but. It helps. It gets me a little. It's not even Prevagen that I'm taking. I'm taking Focus Factor, so I'm gonna
like Walmart Prevagen or what is it?
No, it's Focus Factor. It's another company that Prevagen is Prevagen and Focus Factor is Focus Factor. So the Focus Factor seems to be working. I still have a little bit clouds here and there, but I think that's all due to the fucking COVID. Because after COVID, there was that brain fog that you got. That brain fog stayed with me. Like, I'll be, like, sitting there going, and I just said somebody's name 5 minutes earlier, and the name is gone. It's like, I have the picture in my head, but I'm going, what's the name? And I say every wrong name, or I stutter on the word. My brain is a CD, and it's on that, that one little skip, like, I want to talk to Marco. It's just sucks.
Yeah.
But... So Marco, he hit me to that, and I was laughing hysterically in the movie theater. And the second crowd that we were with were a little bit more enthusiastic and a little bit more.
I don't know, they were more quiet. Like
the second,
like the certain scenes that like they should have clapped at or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then it's like,
but you know what? The first crowd was really, they laughed only like, I don't know if it's the stupidest or like. The most like low verse comedy, they laughed at all of that. But when it came to the intricate comedy, It was like flatline, and then like just a little bit. Like, meanwhile, I'm screaming in the movie theater, going bah, ha, 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 and you're just like, oh my god, my dad's embarrassing me.
Well, dude, it wasn't those recliner seats where like they actually don't show you if you're sitting in them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So for the fucking people out there,
which theater was this again?
AMC, in Palm Harbor, the Woodlands Park, whatever the fuck it's named. It's got like 20 movie theaters. So we usually go there, and we usually get stadium seating, which is awesome. You recline, you're
actually comfortable. You know what I mean? Like the normal movie theater seats, it's like you can see the fucking back of the dude's head. Yeah, it's like, yo, can you like sit the fuck down?
Yeah, and then the first show that we went to go see the week before, it was just holy shit. It was like 4 fat guys came in like right at the beginning of the movie, and they're walking behind me, and it's either I'm getting fucking fat ass in my head, in the back of my head, or I'm getting fucking frontal fat belly.
Dude, the sweat was so fucking bad. Your hair coloring came off when they fucking passed by you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's true.
Like we got up and like we got out, and I looked
just
at the
like, hey, why do I got Paulie walnuts on the sides of
and I'm
my
like,
head?
yo, you didn't have, the back of your head didn't have fucking Doritos. What was that?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Oh. And you mentioned fucking shit coming off, and I'm going to say what came on. In the second show, I dropped my fucking phone. Marco dropped his phone in the first show.
Oh, yeah, and then it happened to you.
Yeah, and then it happened to me.
Lucky you, it didn't fucking fall all the way under the seat. Right. You had to reach under it.
Right.
Like you were fingering the fucking seat.
Well, you know, I'm lucky that the recliner seat has a huge open gap in the middle. Problem being, some motherfucker took gum and put it on the inside fucking flap so that when the recliner opens, that flap hits the top of your fucking, the bottom of your spine onto your butt.
Right.
So I didn't realize shit. I just had this sticky shit on my hand, so I was kind of like jerking the fucking Coke. I was like, my fiance goes, here, use the water on the thing, and I'm over there fucking jerking like this. I got all that sticky stuff off. But I get home, and I just bought these, the new fucking shorts, and I'm fucking, number one, I got them cheap, and number two, they're just some dope fucking color, and they fit fucking phenomenal. And I come home, my fiance is just like, what's that on your ass? So I said, what? So I go upstairs, and it's 2 fucking black gum marks, meaning the way I was moving in the chair and like getting
it just spread up all on that.
Spread up all on it. So thank God she got it out. But to the scumbag who left his gum there, you couldn't have put it under the chair. No, but you stuck it in the crack and put it there.
Yeah, what a fucking dick.
Yeah, what a dick. Yeah, may you get COVID and drop fucking dead. Anyway, so Deadpool, I had a lot of favorite scenes in Deadpool.
Like,
and I don't.
What was the new shit that you've seen? Because there was like way too much stuff to even look at. Like I needed to take a breather. Like when we first saw it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like there was so much stuff. Like there was no break. You know what I mean?
So what I caught the first time, but kind of like slipped my mind, when Deadpool gets called into the TVA, and there's that fat little gay guy, and he's got a cup that says "I like me."
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about he stole that coffee cup.
Right, but when we were watching it the first time, I noticed that cup saying "I like me." I just thought it was a Deadpool, like a joke, like "I like me," But then I find out, like I noticed, I was like, and I just didn't correlate those two scenes. I was just like, hey, this fat little gay guy's got the same cup. Watching it go through, because he steals that little timeline fucking remote control, and then he goes back. Now I know why it's placed there. But this second time, it kind of like stood out to me, that cup. And I was just like, that cup came like 2 times in the entire fucking movie. So that, and at the end, because in the movie, he makes these little jokes throughout the whole movie. And they're great. They're just like one-liners, bang. We were cracking up. And then he said something. He goes, well, I'm not... blowjob Queen Timmy from Saskatoon. And at the very end, because you have to watch the credits, we knew the first time there's always going to be that little Easter egg scene at the end or whatever. And so we sat there, and I didn't go through. Usually when I look through credits, what do I do, Marco? What do I look for?
Fucking Serbian names all the goddamn time.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
That's been a habit of mine for 25 years. I watch for any name that looks Serbian.
And if it was filmed in New York, you're gonna be like,
yeah.
oh, Brooklyn, I knew it.
Yeah, because this movie was supposed to be New York, but it was fucking British Columbia. Yeah. So, they tried to make it as look as New York as possible, even the subway, which, I mean, they did a good job. But so at the end, in the credits, I'm looking this time saying, let me see if there's, because I didn't do that the first time. I was just like perusing it really quick, going itch, 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 because every Serbian name ends in an itch or an AN, so I'm looking.
His eye was fucking.
So I see special thanks, and I said, this one sentence just went across, and I was just like, special thanks to Blowjob Queen Timmy from Saskatoon. I just was like, what? And I started to crack the fuck up. The mark was what? And I read it out loud real quick before it went. Yeah.
No.
So I think a third time, if you do watch it, you're going to watch for more things. But yeah, that cracked me the fuck up. And then I saw like just because a friend of ours, Scott from the gym that we train with, the Dos Equis guy, stay pumped, my friends, stay swollen, my friends. So he kind of told us, but he didn't. But the way he was talking to us, he was dropping some fucking like he just said some shit like we're talking and he goes, hey, and Blade. And I was like, yeah, that movie was, iconic and this and that. I didn't know why he just had to talk about it, but now I know because fucking Blade is in this movie. Dude, in this movie, Ryan Reynolds brought, I think, almost like a quarter of the cast from X-Men, from the original X-Men. The guy that he's a devil, he poofs, disappears. He just like shifts in time. Like he'll be over here, then he'll turn around, he'll be behind you. So, and then they did a lot of cameos of the Avengers. They did a lot of cameos.
I noticed he did like he did like a complete ripoff of the Avengers.
He did.
Did you see that? Like,
he did, yeah.
All the fucking like you got the tower, and then you got what's the chauffeur's name for Tony? You know what I'm talking about?
No, the show.
The fat guy, the fucking chauffeur.
Oh, the chauffeur. Yeah, I forgot his name. Yeah, that
Didn't he,
guy's
fund
in
the
it.
movie or whatever, like before, like the Avengers movies.
Well, he's the one who he did the Iron Man. He directed it.
Right, he directed it.
He directed it, and after he directed it, he pitched to Marvel like more, and he's had a say in every fucking Jon Favreau.
Yeah, Jon Favreau, right?
Jon Favreau, phenomenal man.
So like, not only did he get his cameo or whatever, but I noticed that he had a lot of stuff from the first Iron Man or the second Iron Man.
Yeah.
And then not only
he had that whole office was filled.
Well, then and also you see in the background of like the next scenes, it's literally stuff from Iron Man, from Guardians of the Galaxy, from this, but it's from the Avengers film.
Of course. And
not only that, he literally goes to fucking shawarma in the end.
Yeah,
so it's like
it was
like the biggest fuck you to like the Avengers. You know what I mean?
You know what it is? It's a Deadpool fuck you.
Yeah, it's a Deadpool fuck you,
which is just it's iconic.
And educated glazing.
Yeah, there you go. Educated glazing. What? The reason he said that is because
he makes an educated wish in the movie.
He makes an educated wish, which he kind of like lies to Wolverine that he can fix the time.
Yeah, the timeline.
Because he pulled him out of this fucked up. Let's explain it.
Thank you for the spoiler warning.
Yeah, well, whatever. Spoiler.
Are you ever not gonna press that button?
No, I'm gonna press it constantly.
I hope it wears out.
So, yeah, I'm gonna try to work with that shit and add some like Arnold Schwarzenegger sound effects. Right. Just like I'm just gonna keep hitting it, know. Yeah. But yeah. So, spoiler alert. It brings in everything. It brings in the TVA from Loki.
You can't just say it brings in everything. There's too much in the Marvel-verse to...
Yeah, there's just way too much, but he brought some... I'm surprised Punisher wasn't in this one.
He was, though. He was dead.
Yeah, he was dead.
They brought in his character, but they also brought in his weaponry, though.
Right, I know that. But I'm just saying, like...
Anti-tank.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, he just referenced... There was that one fight scene where there was holy fuck from,
Which
like,
one?
The one when they went to go... to Xavier's twin. She's a female. She's bald, whatever. She's thrown in that fucking void.
Right.
In that scene in front of Ant-Man, the dead Ant-Man, but really, really big. He died. He got thrown in the void. So the helmet opens up and she comes out. That fight scene had at least 15 characters from X-Men. Then it had from every other Marvel fucking, Marvel verse, like a character, like one guy here. Then they brought that guy with the tongue. Then they brought that guy, which I'm not going to spoil and say which Avenger came back, but it's a kind of Avenger, but it's not. So I'm going to leave it at that.
Avenger came out?
Yeah.
Got there in the movie. Hold on.
Yeah, at the end, the Easter egg, he goes, so was I wrong or was I right? Did he open his mouth and then he plays the TVA clip?
Oh.
We're not going to say who it is. We're going to leave it.
Technically, he wasn't in that, you know what I
Right,
mean? Like
but
when he got sent.
Yeah, but Deadpool thought it was going to be an Avenger, and it wasn't an Avenger. But it was a character. You guys, if you know your Marvel.
Yeah, it's more early on.
So if you guys know your Marvel, which character played two different roles in Marvel? So that's all I'm going to say. So go do your homework and be like, damn, big mouth Pedge, Yeah. But I can't not talk about this movie because we waited so long. We didn't go for the opening weekend because it's just a shit show. So we waited, and then we went the following week, and the following week after that, which was just this Friday night. Fucking awesome fucking movie.
Definitely.
I mean, there's so many like one-liner scenes, but and the multiple of Deadpools. There's in this timeline.
Deadpool core or whatever.
Yeah, the Deadpool core. There's a female. There's a baby Deadpool. There's a dog pool. There's a.
Oh, you know that the lady Deadpool, and that kid Deadpool,
right?
Those are actually his wife and kids.
Serious?
Yes, the one with the little water gun pistols.
Right.
That's his son, and then Lady Deadpool with the blonde ponytail.
Right.
That's his wife.
Wow.
Supposedly, I'm pretty sure it's in the credits.
So that's fucking.
Don't quote me if I'm wrong, but quote me if I'm right. But that's
awesome.
Yeah,
that's phenomenal. I mean,
and that's why he was so happy when fucking Kid Deadpool was like, if I wanted your opinion,
I take my dick out of your mouth.
No, I take Wolverine's dick out of your mouth.
Yeah, I'll take Wolverine's dick out.
Yo,
those little lines are just memorable. There's another line that's super memorable to me, and it's just as funny as the first time. I think it'll be funny forever. He says, I'm gonna something about I want to phrase this correct. He goes, I'm gonna show you something big. Right?
Oh my god.
He goes, I'm gonna show you something big.
Kevin, bro.
And Deadpool goes, that's what Scoutmaster Kevin used to say.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, some people, it took them 5 seconds to 10 seconds to get the laugh, and it registered in their brain. They need a little bit of that fucking focus factor. Me, on the other hand, the minute he blurted it out real quick, that's what Scoutmaster Kevin used to say. I was just, like in the movie theater because, dude, that's dynamite comedy, man. As I said before, I'm pissed that I had to wait so long, but I'm going to be honest. It's like if the next John Wick comes out and I got to wait 5 years, I know the next John Wick's going to be fucking fantastic. So we had to wait, and we did.
And it was worth it.
And it was worth it. Let me tell you.
It was even funny with him off screen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, just not even the scene's not even about him, and it's like fucking hilarious. Like when fucking what was it, Peter?
Right.
Came in, dude. The entire time I wasn't even paying attention to him because I was looking. Apparently it's his fanny pack, but it looks like he was fucking packing a 20-incher.
Yeah, yeah.
Saw.
Yeah.
It was like it looked like a third gut down there.
At least we know where Marco was looking.
Bro, it was hard not to with a skin-tight suit like that, bro.
I didn't see any of that.
Bro, how did you not, man? He was riding on the bike, and it's like literally the size of the cup, bro.
I saw it.
Yeah, you did, bro. There's no way.
I saw it the second time because Marco pointed it out. He goes, "Look at this fucking junk."
Yeah, dude. Everybody was like, "Fucking." I'm looking up the scene. I'm like, "Yo, I know it's not." You know what I mean? And like everybody's in the comments just going like,
I'm gonna be honest. It was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Well worth the wait. Well worth the money. I'm thinking about going seeing it a third time. It's just. When this shit comes out on fucking DVD, I'm getting it.
Yeah.
I know that they're gonna have it on, where you could like rent it and keep it on that digital shit. I like a fucking hard copy in my hand. I could put it in when I want.
Yeah. Okay. Pause on that. You can get the. I can put it in when I want.
But that is life, bro.
Okay, but pause, bro.
I don't want to pause.
Bro,
Why?
pause. It doesn't sound right, dude.
It sounds awesome.
It's the same shit when
I
fucking...
can put it in when I want.
Hold on. It's the same shit from the Deadpool movie where he's like, enjoy my Peter. And he walked away.
Yeah, and you know what? That? Nobody laughed.
Well, because he's...
Me and you did.
Man, yeah.
The whole theater kind of like... You could hear the eyes.
Yeah, nobody...
And the head shifts. Like...
Yeah, nobody can get it like a second to breathe like in the movie because it's constant, like...
It's... Yeah, and I mean, and the only reason Marco knows this Peter thing is because when he was little, I had to do this Jeopardy bullshit and put all information in his head, useless or useful. I put this information, and it just registers to him. Peter is another word for dick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We'll drop that in a second. So Peter means dick. So I don't know if Ryan Reynolds originally called him Peter because he looks like a dick. He looks like a pedophile in a way with the porn stash. But anyway,
I think Peter's just
gay porn actually. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, he's got the stash.
Yeah. But I mean, I like this character. You know. And in this one, you know, every Deadpool has a Peter, so they like worship this one Peter, and it's like
they don't worship him. It's more like they said he's a legend.
Basically. He's a legend, yeah. So
I'm surprised he's not the anchor being then.
Right. Yeah. Well, I guess maybe he's the anchor being in Deadpool's world. You know what I mean?
The other ones. I
yeah.
don't know.
But yeah. So as they're sitting there, you know, all jumping around him, going Peter, and one guy's sticking his hands in his mouth. Remember how? Fingering his mouth. You know, like that was a whole thing in the movie. Everybody was hand fucking people's skulls and sticking fingers in mouths, like you know. Oh, and
why the fuck did you have to do that this like Saturday, like yesterday?
What?
He had to go skull fucking M&M stuff.
Oh, yeah, we went shopping, and you know me.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
if you guys know he
just runs up on his
retarded.
fucking M&M sculpture that has like
It's got an opening in the back. I don't know why.
Things. I think because they used to put M&Ms in there. So.
Possibly.
But I don't know. But
so
you just had to run up and say Deadpool reference, and you just stick your fucking hand.
I didn't even say Deadpool reference. I just stuck my hand in and was like, melts in your mouth, not in your hands. Like, and I just kept skull fucking like. Marco got it right away, and my stepdaughter was just like, "Oh my God, Deadpool reference!" Like, so, it is what it is.
Yeah,
it was.
I enjoyed the fuck out of this movie.
I loved it. I, you know, the baby knife scene we just got mentioned again. It was hysterical.
Well, like the 7 different times that he does that because
because
every time he has to use it, every time he goes to put it back in the sheath, baby knife.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Or when he pulls it out of Wolverine's ass, he's like, "Stop moving." He goes, "What do you mean, stop moving? I'm almost done. Almost done doing what?" And he just goes,
knife out of your
getting
ass.
your knife out of my ass, baby knife. It just that was it, man. It was. Look, it was well put together. I'm sure they went over this script over and over, removing, adding, tweaking, finishing, and hence a great fucking movie, you know? We've been waiting for this. Actually, Deadpool's been waiting for this, you know, Wolverine tag team, this Logan thing. And he mentions it a bunch of times, saying, you know, I've been waiting for this team up for a long time. And it was just, you know, in the other 2 movies, he constantly jabs and make references and whatever. But I'm going to be honest. Ryan Reynolds, man, my hat's off to you. Phenomenal fucking job. The writers, the CGI, the in-sync dance fucking thing was crazy, you know, for the opening 10 minutes. And he's kicking all these TVA fucking guards' asses and shit and wrecking them. And he's just doing that fucking bye, doom, doom, doom. And just, dude, he does like a dance moves and he's flipping in the air. And it's fucking phenomenal. And then he does that one Will Smith reference where the guy goes, "Nothing good came out of Canada, especially you." And he just...
No. He didn't say that.
What'd he say?
No. He said, like, Logan was the only good thing to come out of Canada, you piece of shit.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, he fucking flips out.
And then he flings his fucking katana. Katana bounces off the floor.
My country's name out of your fucking
it goes straight in his fucking head. He comes over. He just goes, "And keep my country out of your fucking mouth." He just, like a typical Will Smith scene. I liked it. I mean, phenomenal fucking movie. I can't stop raving about it. You people need to go see it. I tried not to spoiler too much.
You already did.
All right, so what? Blade's in it. Fuck it. I don't care. Wesley Snipes is in the fucking movie. How about that? Electra too. Hey.
What the fuck, man?
Hey. The only character I don't know of is Gambit.
You don't know about Gambit?
No, I don't, but you hit me to it. You told me some shit on it. Then I got a little curious and looked into it, and I'm not going to say who the person is that played Gambit, but the person who played Gambit actually filmed a movie about Gambit,
pretty much
but it got shelved.
Yeah, everybody
it got shelved. So, yeah, I mean, it is, for Ryan to pull that shit out, he went no holds barred, man. He went in like it was an MMA fight, and Conor McGregor was fighting him, and he just kicked Conor McGregor's ass all over the place. He just fucked him up. So, great fucking movie. I give it fucking, what can I give it, man? 10 hard cocks, bro. Yeah, 10 hard cocks, man. That shit. Oh, talking about cocks. Remember that scene when he had put on the uniform in the TVA? The guy with the mustache. He goes, Mr. Mustache.
Yeah, the perf fucking Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Taylor's like zipping him up and everything, and he does one
grabbed
little
his dick like 3 times, slapped his ass 7.
But as you're watching it, the first one, he goes in and you hear it go whoop, and then he goes psh, on the ass, and then you see him zipping everywhere else, and it goes right back to the ass again. I mean to the sack. Then it goes to the ass again. So like 3 fucking times back. Yeah. So it was just, listen, that's the typical humor, awesome, phenomenal.
The way he got out of the elevator, like he's literally bent up like
yeah.
Or something like
it's just it's just, and he comes out and he slaps his ass.
Oh, by the way, your Taylor's a perv, and I love it.
Yeah,
you know what
I mean there was this one scene that I died laughing. He made the reference to pegging, because in the other ones he gets pegged by his girlfriend.
I thought he said begging before, or did they change it from the trailer?
Pegging is nothing new to me.
Yeah, but it is the Disney.
Yeah,
wink.
Yeah, and he looks at the camera. Oh, and there's this other one scene where he thinks he's what does he say? He's he marveled Jesus.
Yeah.
He goes, I'm the Messiah. I marvel Jesus. And then what he does is he thinks he's being asked to save the world, and he runs off. He goes, excuse me. He runs over, grabs the fucking camera, grabs the mic on the camera, and goes, I'm going to fucking Disney.
Suck it, Fox. I'm going to fucking Disneyland. And he fucking headbutts the camera and gets
fuck you, Fox. And he kept making references to 20th Century Fox, and then he goes to Wolverine, which was, he said it a bunch of times. He goes, Fox fired you. Disney's gonna make you do this till you're 90. Fucking 90. And he just kept mentioning that, and there was 3 humongous fight scenes.
What a great head for a Honda Odyssey.
Yeah, bro, he did this fucking whole Honda fucking skit, and listen, everything he did, touche, bro, too fucking shay. Awesome. Go out, run, go see this fucking movie.
You pretty much have after talking about it, but
yeah, I mean, look, we weren't gonna, we took, like I said, we took a week off, and we didn't go to the gym either. The reason we took a week off, it was an emergency. My fiance got stuck picking up my stepdaughter in New York. She was there for the month of July. So this storm. So Debbie. Little Debbie.
Yeah, Little Debbie.
She went from Little Debbie and she turned into a fucking huge ding dong. Anyway, Little Debbie's Cakes. Sounds like a fucking porno movie, doesn't it? Even when they were saying it's going to be a cyclone, then they said no, it's a tropical depression, and then it kept changing. And then it went like within.
What do they call it, a tropical depression?
I don't know, because everybody's like sitting there in Cuba going, "Yes, I am Cuba." I don't know. Yeah, and that's a skit from fucking Chris D'Elia. I got to give him props.
Yes, I am Cuban.
That's something that I keep doing, even it's out of pocket.
You must have like ADHD or what?
Yeah, I do. Like we're sitting at the gym, and then Marco just looks at me.
It's like a random tick, and like
it's a random tick.
Dude, I'm trying to. Are you all right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I'm trying to bench, and he's just like 1. Come on, you got another one. 2. Come on. Yes, I am Cuban. Go for 3.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just maybe I even dropped on my head when I was little. But it's a definite tick. I just, we can be having a serious conversation, and I just go like this, and I pull a thought, and I go, wow, like. And
then he hits us with one that like hasn't been used in like a month or a few weeks.
Yeah, Marco likes this one thing that I use. I said it one time. I forgot what it was, and I was like, yo, that motherfucker ran out here like a cat in a whorehouse.
Oh, how long ago did you?
I don't know, but Marco goes, what? Like, and I go, what? He goes, I've heard every one of your fucking quick lines.
Yeah, for
and,
context, you don't use it for how long?
yeah, and
Like,
I just
you
drop it.
You never
I
used
drop
it
like
before.
it's hot. Drop
Yeah.
it like it's hot.
Like you're imitating a Western for no reason.
Oh, yeah. So,
I don't know.
what can I tell you? It's just, it's just the way my. We're gonna change the show thing a little bit. I wanted to let you guys know. We used to have a ton of shit written, and it's kind of taken away from the original twist that we were having. We were getting a little just political and a little too much, like, in the news today, like fucking, Kamala Harris sucks another dick, like, no. So, what we're going to do is this. We're going to just fucking improv whatever comes to mind.
We're going to free ball everything,
Yeah, we're going to free ball everything. We're going to do this for like 2 fucking hours, record, and then I'm going to just snip it out of those, 2 hours and make 45 minutes to an hour. So I think that's the original idea. That was the twist, and we've hit a few twists along the way.
We hit a few tits.
Yeah, little Debbie's, So, but this is what we're gonna do. And we're gonna have a few segments. We've been like writing down shit. Like we're gonna do Serbian lessons again. We're gonna also do modern slang. So
don't tell you're really gonna make me talk about Giots and Riz and shit. But please.
Another show, please, because
come on, man.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna have a good 15, 20 minutes about. Marco's gonna drop some new slang on his old man, and I'm gonna sit there and look like this.
That is. Bro, that's not me. That's literally Gen Alpha kids, man.
I understand it's not you,
Yeah.
but you could still pull a fucking Wolverine and reach out and put your claws in that fucking, reactor.
Oh, okay. That was an obscure reference.
It was.
Yeah.
Make you want to see the movie even more?
Shit.
Jess, I am Cuban. Okay.
Jess, I am Cuban.
So if you guys want to see that Chris D'Elia skit, it's called Cubans. Look it the fuck up. Funny, hysterical.
Straightforward YouTube title.
Yeah, and he does another one called Russians. And the Russians are hysterical because we're Slavs, and it's just funny because Russians are always angry, and he does these things, and me and Marco just, and my fiance and my stepdaughter, we all reference his Russian things. 12 angry Russians go and get coffee, 12 of us yesterday, and
Fuck you, fuck this.
I'll be dropping
I
it.
hate this.
I
Mickey and
always
Minnie
say
Mouse,
that,
worst couple ever.
Imitation is the highest form of flattery. So I'm not stealing. I give credit to whose jokes they are. I don't want to hear people like, I've had a few comments like, oh my God, you copied this whole skit from somebody. Fucking dude, I didn't copy shit. What it is, it's people who do comedy and people who are naturally funny. When you're a comedian, you have to write shit down, take a word out, put in a new sentence. Hey, that sounds even funnier. And keep those notes and go back to them and tweak them and tweak them. And then when you get 2 pages of shit, you highlight what you want to do, memorize it, go up on stage, and see crowd work. You do crowd work and you find out, I'm too old to do any of that shit. But that's what funny people do. And comedians like Joe Coy, Chris D'Elia, they got their shit, boom, 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 and they're good. But a few times they go out and they do crowd work and they do a lot of improv. And a lot of times the improv, Chris D'Elia is fucking awesome at improv. Matt Rife, great at doing fucking crowd work, even Joe Coy. So I give credit to everybody out there. Anything that I reuse, I give thanks to. Because it's funny and it stays with me, and that's what comedy should do. It should stay with you and make you fucking laugh whenever you're fucking sad or whenever you need to pick me up,
Right.
So, but getting back to my porn joke, I don't know if it's going to fucking work now, but we were talking about Debbie, the storm, Debbie.
Right. What were we going to go with? Betty?
Well, I was like, you know what? That kind of like, because they said at one time, I caught it really quick. The Weather Channel goes, Debbie Storm. Instead of saying Storm Debbie, they said Debbie Storm. And I said, what the fuck? I turned to you and I was like, that sounds like a porno fucking name. Here in the corner is fucking Lila Two Tits and fucking Debbie Storm. It's just in the porno adaptation of I Sucked Florida. I don't know. I mean, so I was kind of like going with it. And here's my problem. When me and Marco start like improving and just fucking rough riding it. What is Mark? What is the words you say?
Terms now.
What is it saying? What is the term you say?
What term do I say? Free balling?
Yeah, he says free balling. I like to just.
You get the underwear joke there, or no? You going commando?
Of course
free
I
balling?
do.
Okay,
of course
good.
I do.
Yeah,
free balling. Free balling. Dun dun dun. 'Cause I'm free.
No, I had like a prayer stuck in my head now.
Oh my God!
Well,
yeah,
literally from Deadpool. Like,
yeah,
Deadpool. It's stuck
Deadpool.
in my head.
That song, they did, that song, and oh my God, it sits in your fucking head. Yeah, You see, we're stuck on this fucking movie. We can't escape it.
Ever since, man.
Yeah, we can't escape it.
It's such a good movie, and
Yeah.
now like people are actually getting pissed that people haven't done a Batman movie.
Yeah.
Like, because if you've seen the cowl that he put on, you know what I mean, like with the eyes.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of the comics were done.
Right.
So it's like,
True.
how the fuck can't you do it now? You know what I mean? Like Marvel.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm just thinking what he said. He goes, when he saw him put on the mask. and
What's
he
the air resistance on those blowjob handles?
Yeah, he goes, what's the air resistance on those blowjob handles? And then he said to somebody, kind of like Batman, but, what did he say? Kind of like Batman, but?
Kind of like Batman, but?
He said something. He just was like, no, he goes, kind of like Batman, but he can move his neck.
Yeah.
They made a few Batman references. They made a Superman reference, which was hysterical. They brought
what was it? Henry Cavill?
He was the he was Calverine.
And he did the Mission Impossible fist reload.
Yeah, with the fucking claws.
Yeah, with the claws.
It was, listen, everything he did in this movie, he touched on like 50 other movies. The one-liners.
Touched on all the comics when
he even sat in the cart and going pew pew.
Yeah.
Pew. He made a Spider-Man reference, and he's like, "Shut up!" And he's like, "Pew."
No, dude, I was so excited though. I haven't actually read any of the damn comics, but like when he did the whole John Byrne, like the brown and tan Wolverine,
yeah,
that reference, like I haven't seen the old Hulk in so long that when he did his scream, I actually creamed my pants.
Yeah.
Like straight up, I was like, holy shit! I'm like, old Marvel Hulk. Like, it was like he's actually Hulk. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when I saw him in the reflection with the, you know what I mean? Which, by the way, that was, I don't know how they did that shot.
Yeah, I don't either.
Because when I looked at the comic after, it was pretty much
spot on.
Yeah, spot on. The only thing is they took the mask off because they wanted to have that whole moment later.
Yeah.
But it was still.
I don't know. The more you say Hulk, the only thing I come away with is him going.
Like
he went to
Smart Hulk now, like Bruce.
No,
Banner,
when he said he goes, I was caught smashinating, and he goes. John Favreau goes.
It's just
wait. He goes smasherbating. He goes, when you take the big Hulk
you take
hands,
these two big Hulk, and you just look at it, and you just
go to Pound Town.
Yeah, you brace, for it. You know?
Oh my God, bro! I mean, dude, I'd like to have an uncle like that, just around.
What the?
Just around, bro, just to like fucking, complete me. I mean,
you got Scoutmaster Kevin for that. So.
Oh my God, man, that's so big. But yeah, so skibbity.
All right, we're gonna cut it there.
I keep hearing skibbity all the time, so we're gonna do a show about these fucking slang, newfangled meanings of words that.
I don't need it showing up on my YouTube, man.
What do you mean?
But for some reason, anytime we talk about anything,
it comes up.
Yeah, it just shows up. Like we just
Riz. I don't see shit come up on mine, but Riz.
Ah, man. Ever since we saw the Wolverine movie, Wolverine shit's been coming up, and Deadpool shit's been coming up. So now saying skibbity like 20 times.
Eddie Roosevelt.
All right. Let's move on.
Sure. Let's get a little into the news. UK has a new law on hate speech.
I thought we were done with the reporting.
Well, it's we could be a little informative.
Okay,
little, but I'm not gonna touch Trump. I'm not touching what's her name? Fucking Harris. I'm not touching blowjob Harris. So, I'm just getting sick of it. All I see is the same shit on TV, so I don't care. But this UK law on hate speech, it's been popping up in my feeds. Seems that there's some constable or head fucking commissioner, a cop, saying they will prosecute you in the United States of America. They will literally find a way to extradite you to fucking England, and make you serve time in jail if
For what though?
if you say anything derogatory or foment hate speech. Basically, say you don't like somebody. So
I didn't realize we were in Nazi Germany.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's kind of
Quick South Park joke. If you've seen the episode, have you seen the episode?
No.
It was on last night.
oh, I didn't see it.
The
Is that why it
the
popped in your
pajama
head?
episode? Yeah.
Oh, the pajama episode.
the
Yeah.
No, I already know it. I already know that you're bullshitting right now.
No, I remember.
Have you
it.
actually seen it or no?
Yeah, isn't
I
that?
can't
isn't
tell
that,
whether
wait,
you're
hold on a
fucking
second.
bullshitting or
Isn't
not,
that
man.
the scene where he's at a podium and he's talking or is that the classroom one where he's dressed up as as Hitler in class for Halloween or some shit?
It's different.
Okay, so that's the scene that just popped in
What
my head.
happens is, Mrs. Garrett, he transgendered.
Right.
Mrs. Garrett is having a boyfriend or whatever the fuck. And, he's having a whole like midlife crisis type thing, and then the kids get in trouble because they weren't listening to him talking about fucking. Oh my God, he held me this way. And then the principal walks in because Mrs. Garrett threw a fit because they weren't listening.
Right.
And he says, "Okay, you just lost pajama privileges or whatever." And
Right.
then it goes outside the school to everybody's like it's pajama day every day.
Right.
And people don't want to wear pajamas, but people do want to wear pajamas. And then it's like I didn't realize it was Nazi Germany. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That episode.
Oh, I got you.
Have
I
you
don't
seen it?
remember that episode. No, When
Exactly.
you said that, I'm sorry.
I
it
can't
just-
tell
it didn't-
whether
No, it
no.
didn't click.
You do the
In
thing
my
where
head,
it's like you're like okay.
Yeah,
and
but
then
in
you
my
just, like-
head, I had the picture because I was watching a reel.
Yeah.
I think it was on either Instagram or Facebook, and I was watching a reel where he was talking. He was at a podium and he was talking, or he got up in class and he was talking. I remember there being
Cartman?
the best.
I don't know because
Cartman.
Cartman did like 30
Yeah.
different Hitler things in 30 different episodes.
He kept doing it, and
Yeah.
as he was talking, it got more profound and it sounded more like German.
Yeah.
So he went from I don't want to do the like it just. So that's what I was thinking in my head.
Well, I mean,
but-
the same thing happens in the episode, except it's the newscasters. They're like, we didn't
Right.
realize it was Nazi Germany, so
Right.
get your Wiener Schnitzel ready, and you know what I mean? And like, it goes until the end of the episode where they're literally just speaking German.
that just reminds me of a quick. I don't know if it's a meme, reel. I think a meme. It's two comedians, and the guy goes, "Have you heard my German my
Knock-knock
German
joke.
knock-knock joke?" And he goes, "No." He goes, "Knock knock." He goes, "Who's there?" "I will ask the questions." And he slaps the guy. So I love that kind of reference, to that shit. I know it was a bad time, and I know, Nazis and whatever killed a lot of people. Now we have Ukrainian Nazis, and then we also have Croatian Nazis. That's making a big fucking comeback.
What do you mean?
Well, during World War II, the Ustash were ultra-nationalist Nazis. They killed 750,000 Serbs, Gypsies, and whatever Croatians that were against the HDZ or whatever the fuck. And they, the one guy Ante Pavlovich, he was responsible for Jasenovac. Jasenovac was one of, not mentioned in history because all you ever hear about is Birkenbau. What was the other one in Poland? The big concentration camp that was there.
Auschwitz?
Yeah, Auschwitz, and there's another one in Czechoslovakia. So those three are the ones that everybody talks about. But there was others. Yeah. There was one in Hungary. There was one in Romania. Hundreds of thousands of people were fucking murdered. And then there was the one, Jasenovac. Jasenovac was predominantly Serbian deaths. They have all the bones right now. They have a huge, like a museum and shit, but they don't want to take. They take credit for it, but like on the hush, they won't be like, yeah, this was our past. We did this bad thing. No, they did some fucked up shit, man. But that's for another fucking show. But anyway, yeah, all these Nazis and stuff, and it's bad, but you got to find humor and shit.
Yeah.
And so if people get offended, fuck you.
All right. We're not doing a salute. All right.
Remember that one that one meme with the little blonde kid where they're sitting there? I think it's in Swedish or some fucking donkey fucking language. They're sitting there and the kid's blonde hair and he goes like this with his hair and he takes a magic marker and he draws in like a Hitler
think so,
mustache.
yeah.
And this guy's having like an interview with this guy, and he's looking behind, and the kid just starts going like this, and he's walking like a Nazi soldier, and they're just like looking at each other, and the kid does it again, you know, like, so if you ever see that meme, it's funny as fuck. So yeah, this hate speech thing, I don't know what's gonna come out of it, but there's a little bit of a civil war brewing in Great Britain.
Yeah.
The UK, people are getting tired of this. And I said to you before about this the migrant situation. They're getting sick of this migrant situation. So people took to the streets. Some shit was said. And, you can't say shit about Allah at all. Because if you do, what's going to happen?
You get
Hezbollah.
Paris, yeah.
Everybody's going to go nuts. So people went to the streets, demonstrated. It was like 25, 30,000 Brits for Britain. And what happens? Well, the next fucking day, Muslims come out of every crack and crevice, Pakistanis and whatever. Swords, knives, hatchets, machetes. They hit a few people. They're trying to keep it quiet like they didn't. They killed some people. But if you search for it, you will find it. They did. Great Britain is taking it down because they don't want to, quote unquote, start a race war. Well, they already did, because now one guy that killed this guy or beat up some really badly, beat within an inch of his life, he got I forgot what it was, 6 months in jail only.
6 months.
Yeah, he was Muslim. They didn't want to make an example out of him because the Muslims would have rioted.
But it's okay for him to beat the shot.
So some guy some guy made a comment on Facebook about fuck these migrants or some shit like that. Go back to where you came from. Deport them. And they went to his house. It's live. You could see it. It's all over fucking social media. You can look it up on X. And they came to his house and they go, "Sir, you have right to remain silent. You're being arrested for violation."
Being racist.
For being a racist and promoting hate speech on Facebook. It said it straight.
On Facebook.
And it was a woman police officer that was arresting the guy. And the guy goes, "Fucking saying what? Just because I say fucking get out my country?" And then the lady's just like, "You're going with us, and then the more you talk, the more time you're going to get." Motherfucker got 22 months.
Really?
22 months for hate speech.
For posting on Facebook.
But this Muslim guy, for beating the guy within an inch of his life, he got 6 months. So, the jails, the jails
of the justice system.
Well, the jails in Great Britain, the UK are 70% Muslim any which way. Migrant. They're all migrants in there. Man, I'm not even going to fucking touch that, Way to go, Tommy Robinson.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. But let's touch topic on a show that we've been waiting.
Are you talking about Umbrella Academy?
Oh, yeah, baby.
We haven't seen this shit in so long.
Yeah. So, kind of like fucked me up in a way, because I put it on and all the characters aged. So that's how long we haven't seen it, and that's how long.
But it's just also a testament to
yes,
the actual show, because they've been alive for however long in the damn show. You know what I mean?
I think
it
was supposed to be 2019 that they went.
Yeah, it said 2019
right.
when we went back into it,
right.
where they left off.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden they're just, you know what I mean? They're trying to live their lives.
They're trying to live their lives. They have no powers. And of course, something happens where, like there's a conspiracy thing going around about this Umbrella Academy and the Hargreaves Enterprises and blah, 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 blah. And for the first 3 that we watched, well, 2.
2. You were going to put on 3.
Yeah, so I had the worst case of diarrhea. Sorry, guys, but, and now for the commercial.
Yeah, now for Taco Bell ads.
Imodium, the best thing to stop your fucking shits, flaming shits coming out of your ass.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we watched 2. I'm going to give them, I'm going to tip my hat off.
Yeah, they're up to the
first
classic.
2.
It's still got the classic shenanigan feel. You know what I mean? Like the
there's only 6
happening.
episodes. I'm hoping that it's 6, and then down the line, the way they usually do, drop another 3 or 4 or another 6 would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
But if it's just these 6, well, fuck, bro. But so far it's got me intrigued. It's hooking me, literally yeah. Just hook me like a fish, bro. I like it. I love it. Tonight we're gonna try to kill it watch as much as we can if we can squeeze those 4 in because they're like 52 minutes apiece.
Yeah.
So yeah, definite.
Well, you know what won't be killed? The Borderlands movie, because that was nobody's watching it.
I was thinking about going to see it Friday, and
Well, why exactly were you going to see it?
I mean, I've seen you play Borderlands,
Right.
and now to see like a version of that come to the screen, even though I fucking hate Kevin Hart's comedic, it's piss. It's piss. What is that? It's piss. Like
it's just he's oversaturated.
It's piss. The movie's piss.
Pretty much. I mean,
yeah. So
yeah.
I mean, I just watching you play those characters, the guy with that fucking gas mask or whatever the fuck he's you know what I'm saying, the guy that's like fucking all diesel and he's got like some kind of like bandoliero and that character. And of course I got another person in the movie that I don't like. He voiced the little robot, Jack Black. Fucking I hate him, bro. So I mean, seeing the coming attractions in the movie theater, it looked intriguing to me. It really did. But Marco informs me, hey, you need to start seeing some shit that they're saying about it and whatever. So I was just like, really? So I didn't have any time to look at any of this shit. It looks intriguing to me, but Marco told me it's fucking dog shit. He said it's dog shit. They just like spun this together, like, just to fucking make another fucking movie.
This is just one of those things where they go completely off, like they have creative liberty, and they don't reference the source material. You know what I mean? Like, they have an entire fucking thing that they could write a script off of.
Right.
And they don't give a shit. They just, like, grab whatever they want to, like with the Halo show.
Right.
If you remember that, which they canceled.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know what the fuck they were doing.
Yeah, we were
They
getting
never
into
played
that in the beginning.
But they're going off on their own thing, and it's not good. So
yeah, so
they stopped it.
Some things are hit and miss, man. Like,
Some my ass. There's a lot more misses now.
Yeah, I did notice that. There's a lot more fucking misses with movies in general.
Yeah, because they have the same formula in their head, the fucking Hollywood suits. They think, let's get like $300 million, waste 90% of it on the big names. We're gonna give none to the writers, and we're gonna ignore completely what the fuck this thing was originally about.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And they keep thinking that's gonna work. It doesn't.
Yeah,
it's never going to, and they're not gonna learn.
True.
Until they run like bare bones, like we only have 20 million left to put in the next movie. What do we do?
What movie was it that just came out in the last couple of months, and they put something like 125 million into the movie, and it only did 75 gross total.
Which one?
I don't know. It was some fucking shit dog movie. I don't know if it was a Disney flick or I don't fucking know. But Disney's been hitting a lot of bad fucking times because they're trying to stick with that woke ideology and this fucking inclusion and fucking
not only that,
alphabet fucking
not
people.
Not only that, but they don't have any new movies coming out now, so they're having Pixar do fucking Stitch again.
Oh fuck!
You remember the little blue dude?
Yeah.
With the big ears and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Oh, and hey, people, we've seen some upcoming movies coming out on the big screen. Mufasa. What a disappointment that looks like.
They already do.
And it's just.
Didn't they already do that?
I don't know. Now it's fucking another prequel or some shit about him. Like
again? I thought they. Okay.
Well, I don't know, and I don't care.
Even then, if it's a remake, how can you remake a remake?
Yeah,
I mean, they already did a remake.
You do those fucking like family movies once. You can't just keep fucking milking it for like it's a fucking.
That's not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop them from trying.
Of course they try and they're bombing out on a lot of shit.
They fuck up and then they get Deadpool to come in and like talk about literally fucking them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, like, I didn't like what Disney did. They hit with Loki and the TVA. They hit with that awesome. They didn't do good with WandaVision, but they opened up that can of worms. Then they did that whole thing about fucking the Falcon or whatever the fuck. They made him fucking Captain America or some shit. And now the movie's coming out, and I guarantee you, people, it's gonna suck.
The only thing it's got going for is Red Hulk.
Yeah, Red Hulk. That's the only thing that they're gonna introduce. Red Hulk. So if you guys follow the fucking comic books, you all know that stuff. It's
even then they still might fuck it up.
Listen,
because creative liberty.
I really think that they made references saying you're not Captain America, you're not fucking Rogers, and he goes, I know I'm not. So then he spreads his wings, and
Yeah,
he's
he's
just
trying
like,
to. Yeah, it's the same thing from which other movie was there? Like, was it a show? That it was a show, wasn't it?
Well,
he was in, and he was trying to take back.
that's what I just said. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was in the show, and he did that. I
Yeah,
think
know,
it was just
but
a
they're
one-season
but
deal.
They're still trying to do that now with this movie.
But
you're not Steve Rogers. You know what I mean? Okay.
Yeah, but you know
what
what
I
I don't understand? Okay, so fucking Disney's doing these spin-offs like a show for TV. Big production and everything, and it's not doing well.
Right.
Just like, for instance, I really didn't need that Nick the fucking Fury thing. I did
all the Skrull stuff or whatever.
Yeah,
Secret
that's
Invasion.
just he's living in some fucking spaceship on patrolling the Earth, and it just got really stupid. And he was living with a Skrull, and he was like fucking a Skrull, and it just didn't grab me. But that's gonna attach itself somewhere to the Marvel universe. And if you don't watch any of these shows, like my fiance hasn't, just here and there, so when she saw Deadpool, she's like, I don't get. I'm like, well, you don't know because of the what's this TVA? Like, she did not watch the whole Loki thing, here and there, you know. So it didn't. You need to be like the way these Comic-Con people are. You need to be in it. Like, you have to be well versed in your knowledge, you know. And Spider-Man 28, he became black, you know, like, and then Spider-Man 399, he became bisexual. You know, whatever. It's just like, you know. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying you're a nerd or anything. I'm just saying you need to be so fucking well versed in this shit and the way the comic books interact and that Marvel universe with this, whatever. I just fuck it. Like,
how do you describe it like this?
I don't, because dude, I'm describing it like every other 55-year-old guy except for Scott. Scott's so well versed in the comic books and the lore and all of that stuff. He was hipping us to a bunch of stuff. Hey, if in addition to this and that, and I was just like, I didn't know that, because he's one of those comic book nerds. He likes that shit. He even says it. I'm a comic book nerd, you know, but he's well versed in a bunch of other shit too, like fucking rock and roll, hairband metal, and so we agree on a lot of things. I was a little bit into the comic books, but not so much.
Here's the thing. Now you can get into the games if you really want.
Well, I was getting a lot of pussy, so I had to put my comic books down.
Dude, I'm saying you can get into the games now if you ever played the Arkhamverse. You know what I mean? Like any of those.
Yeah,
games.
you were telling him about that.
Yeah.
I remember you guys were talking about it.
I didn't know he played. He said he's not a game dude, and then like he just drops like, oh, I play these games by the way. I'm like,
right,
dude. I'm like, what the? You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
like, bro.
yeah.
But you should play them. You know what I mean?
You notice that Marco's always trying to hook me into this. You should play them.
Well, you're always going on about, hey, you should see this movie. I'm like, this is literally like a carbon copy Liam Neeson movie. You know what I mean? About this random plot about this random girl or some shit. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, let's see it.
I will find you.
Yeah, I will find you, and I will execute a series of skills.
And those skills are
I have acquired those in some
Zip.
random way.
boom.
Yeah. And then it's like a gratuitous fight scene, and then it's done. You know what I mean?
And I don't really think that my motherfucker could throw a punch at his age, like for real. So it's just like, you know, you're not John Wick. Sit the fuck down.
And then you got those spy movies.
Okay, yes, I am.
And then you got movies that like Batista was doing, the spy movies and shit.
Yeah, you know, it's fun. He's making money off that. But we were talking about this before. Batista's taking on some really good, juicy roles, and he's showing his acting chops. I busted balls on Batista when he was in that Army of the Dead. And he was sitting there talking, and like, I wasn't there for you, kid. And, you know, he's talking to his daughter, and he's like forever looking around trying to muster up one fucking tear. And I kept saying, bring out the Visine, bring out an onion.
It's the hotel rooftop.
Right.
That's what the scene
right.
is.
So
Give context.
I gotta say, Batista, I wasn't feeling it. You were trying really hard to pull that out of your ass, and I wasn't feeling it. It was a great movie. You played great in it, but that acting part was just no. Now, Knock at the Cabin.
Yeah, literally
holy
any other movie.
Fuck.
He improved.
He improved. Fucking dude, hats off to you, man. Now he did that Glass Onion thing. Then he did fucking some other movies coming out. It's like 4 or 5 big name stars. It's an action-packed movie, kind of like in a Mission Impossible thing, or fighting, army, you know. So I'm waiting for the coming attraction to come out of that, but I saw like the actual movie poster and what it looks like, and he's touching like he's gonna touch a rom-com, he's gonna touch something dramatic, he's gonna pull shit out of his ass like for real, and he's taking acting lessons and he's really trying, just like fucking John Cena did in that last fucking that comedy shit that we seen. But dude, the accents he was doing.
Are you talking about that one movie where he's impersonating somebody?
Yeah, Bucky, whatever the fuck, my best friend Bucky or some shit.
I forgot.
You know what? Like 3 kids.
Ricky Stenicki,
not
so
Bucky.
Confused,
Yeah,
man. Fucking
Ricky.
Bucky's like you talking about the damn gas station.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah, Bucky's.
Yeah, no.
So
Shout out to Bucky's.
yeah, shout out to Bucky's.
Where we gotta go put fucking 20 gas pumps. Where we got? Yo, can I?
Yeah,
Where we
ahead.
gotta go put 20 gas pumps for 5 people. You know what I mean? Which I still don't understand.
I don't know about that. I just know my fiance. She drove through and she saw Bucky's. She goes, "You got to see it. It's like 200 pumps." I was like, "No way."
Can you explain to me why having 200 pumps gets you money?
I don't know. 200 pumps if you look at, you make 5 cents per gallon or whatever it is, times that by 200. The
Look,
place is nonstop
the only
packed.
way, like logistics wise, like you'd have to.
It's
put
the
off, like,
IKEA
a
of
major
gas
highway.
stations.
Yeah, pretty much. Except
Yeah.
it's like a super mall.
Yeah, exactly.
Somehow. But
So, Umbrella Academy, fucking awesome. Go check it the fuck out. It's really fucking. It's
so
good.
far
So
off the
far.
2 episodes, it's looking
Right,
good.
right. And I'm gonna just make a quick mention because we had this skit that we were gonna do once before and we never fucking did it. I don't know if I'm not really enthusiastic. I'm not gonna save it for another time.
What?
But when we were watching Trump in Wisconsin, as we were watching it, we have just great material. I need to get like a little recorder. Everybody's telling me use your fucking phone.
Yeah, just use your phone.
I like to have a recorder. Like I'm old school. I'll be like,
Okay, you got an app for that, bro.
Oh,
You guys, all right? Just literally click a button on the damn thing, and I
fucking
just.
kids in their fucking apps. You got an app to jerk me off?
Yeah, it's called Safari because you can look shit up on that.
Fucking kid.
Come on, man,
Fucking skibbity Uranus.
bro. All
Anyway.
right.
So
Anyways,
we were watching this Trump fucking thing when he was in
Yeah.
Wisconsin. And it was his first comeback speech and blah, blah, blah. And Marco was just like, Wisconsin, why Wisconsin? I said, well, it's one of those states where, this and this. And I don't know what, I just decided to throw out some fucking straight up Jeopardy knowledge on Marco. And I was like, you do know that Wisconsin is cheese capital of the United States, right? He goes, what?
yeah, I'm like, what the fuck does this
So
have to do with
I made up a whole story for Marco that he was really hook, line, and sinker buying into, which I was like, yeah, don't you know that cheddar cheese was invented in Wisconsin? And he goes, cheddar cheese? I go, yeah, this guy, Richard Cheddar. I go, Richard Cheddar invented the cheddar cheese.
This is why I got trust issues.
And his son, he was called, Junior Cheddar, Yeah. So when he went to school, he was he was being teased by the kids because his dad was this big cheese honcho, invented cheddar cheese, and they used to call Richard Jr., they used to call him Dick Cheese. He was Richard Jr. Cheddar. So, I mean, like Junior Dick Cheese.
Yeah, I thought
So
you were being
it's-
for fucking real, and you weren't, man.
No, and then I go to Marco, I'm just fucking with you. And Marco goes, what? He goes, you like built this whole thing
But
up.
here's the thing, it made
I was
fucking
like so
sense.
good.
It made sense though.
But Marco's like that. Like Marco sees that I'm saying something like intellectually smart.
Dude,
and Marco's
anybody
like,
fucking falls for that.
he's just like, yeah, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. And when I said this whole Dick Cheese thing, he knew I was full of shit right there. He just goes, oh, you were just building up a joke. And I'm like, yeah. So I don't know if you guys find that funny, but we should write this. I'm going to start doing this. Fuck this. I'm going to start writing down these little skits that we do that passes between us and the family. I'm going to write them down and just work on it and tweak it a little bit. And we're going to go back to that twist thing. I apologize. if
Why
this-
that will take 4 months to happen.
Yeah. Anyway, so I think we got a decent show. I'm gonna have to fucking edit here and there and whatnot. We kind of like went all over, but
Hey, we just freeballed it. so-
yeah, we freeballed it. I think, and I like the freeballing a lot better.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna start bullet pointing at least some topics that we could just like throw and work with and kill it, but we spent a lot of time on Deadpool. That was our main thing. We're gonna make it just a Deadpool show because
that's just what happened. You know what I mean? That's what happened in our week.
if I can find a Deadpool skull like that, fuck me, bro. I'm buying it.
Yeah,
I'm
Why
buying
don't you get
it.
the Wolverine popcorn bucket? It literally looks like a fleshlight.
Because they didn't have it there.
They didn't have it there.
No, they had some
But they sold it though. I don't know if it specifically.
When I was online buying the popcorn and shit, they didn't give me that option to buy that. They gave me an option to buy.
I don't even know if you could buy it there.
Where can you buy it?
I don't know, but like I just know that they sold it. You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't know.
Like when they premiered it or whatever, and like it literally looks like a fleshlight. You go look it up.
Well, probably they lost. Not that they lost. They sold everything at the fucking first week. You know.
Yeah.
So we came in the second week and the third week, and we get all the scraps and the leftovers, and I got gum on my ass and whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Go figure how that happens. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah. So. Okay, we got everything down. I think this is good. We got a nice fucking
What
amount
timer?
of time.
What time are we on?
Timer is 1 hour 6 minutes.
Okay.
So we're good. I mean,
Got a lot
I'm
of shorts out of that.
Yeah, definitely a lot of fucking shorts. Hope you guys keep liking the shorts because I notice a lot of them are going into the 5, 6, 7, 8,000 range. You know, if people.
Everybody's got the TikTok attention span.
Yeah,
Nothing
so
bad about it.
dude, on TikTok, I fucking rule, bro. I get minimum like 1,000 on the first day. Some of my ex-mob fucking shit that I put up, dude, I'm already like 17, 18, 19,000. People are interested in that shit. But I'm not gonna sit there and talk about that because I'm not gonna make my life all fucking mob genre. I don't want to be in that mob genre. So, but I'll mention, like I said, once again, stories from the street. We'll drop
as
another
long as you
one.
don't become Sammy the Bull with his candy apples.
Fuck that, no man. Yeah,
Remember that?
I can send these candy apples. You know.
Yeah.
But so other than that, hit the like button,
Comment down below.
subscribe,
Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video.
and we'll see you guys on the next show. Peace.